I'm sure you're dying to find out what we have under these cloches. Well, let's find out.
Sandwiches.
Easy peasy, a sandwich. Who can't make a sandwich?
Yes, I make sandwiches every day of my life. Let's do this.
My sandwich, the legendary steak sandwich. I have been making these sandwiches throughout markets in the Western Cape for the last 5 years. Beautifully cooked steak, aged meat, good relish. Star of this sandwich is the bread.
The bunny chow. Mixed seafood and a hollowed out soft bread. It's a firm favorite down in KZN, in Durban in particular, where I spent all my early cooking days. It's cheap, it's filling, but it's full of flavor.
From street sandwiches to 5-star Decadent Sandwich. A millefeuille of toasted brioche, laid with smoked salmon, cream cheese, seaweed, and caviar. You can see the work that's gone into it.
Today, you get a chance to create your own signature sandwich. It is a way of telling us who you really are in one perfect bite.
I straight away knew that I needed to go straight to my Thai roots. I've lived there, it's my favorite country in the world.
A sandwich, in its simplest form, comprises of a variety of breads that has a fill-in on or in between it. But this is MasterChef. Your creations need to live up to our standard.
You will have full access to our fabulous pantry, but you will find no bread in there. You will have to bake your bread from scratch and then make a fantastic filling that's really going to blow us away.
Bread? Really?
I've made bread a few times, but not too much success.
A good sandwich lives and dies on its bread. So we're looking to explore that skill, your ability to bake.
I'm really excited that our challenge is to make sandwiches, but I'm a terrible baker, and it's just an added stress for me.
You will have 2 hours to make your sandwich.
I'm filled with delight and horror at the same time because all my bread recipes take like 2 days to make.
Let's get to our stations.
I am literally scared.
The contestant with the most delicious sandwich will be generously rewarded with this, the bell. You will get to ring this in the next challenge to call on any one of us to come and assist you when you need it.
The reward, in my mind, is one of the greatest things you can ask for, especially at this stage in the competition.
The worst 6 sandwiches, however, will go into a test, the result of which will be our first elimination.
The thing I'm most nervous about is landing in the pressure test, but I know that at the end of the tunnel there may be a bell waiting for me.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Ready?
Your time starts now.
I get super excited. I see a fantastic looking pantry, some wonderful ingredients I found, and I go for it.
With every challenge, I sort of know immediately, this is what I want to do. I know what flavors I like, I know what flavors I'm good at. I wanted to make the Italian flag.
Which bread am I going to do? I know this great rustic Moroccan bread, but also I can make a great pita or a flatbread.
I'm worried, I'm panicking. All the other contestants are rushing, picking the ingredients, going to the stations, and I'm still standing there trying to figure out what I'm gonna do.
So immediately I take all my ingredients to my station, and I know the first thing I need to do is get my mixer so I can get my dough on the go.
Time to start the bread. And I just took 3 long breaths, and I remembered flour first, get that yeast in some warm water so it can start growing, get your scale out and start measuring out your ratios.
Remember, for this challenge, you're creating a sandwich that would tell us about you. Put your heart and soul into it.
I lived in Abu Dhabi for 5 to 6 years. I'm using my Middle Eastern experience in this dish. So I'm going to make a no-knead flatbread with koftas, hummus, and tabbouleh. Maybe the judges are looking for a baked bread, so I'm definitely out of my element. Immediately I just told myself to stop panicking and just cook.
Right, Joni.
Yes.
First time in the kitchen.
First time in the kitchen is so overwhelming.
You're a bit emotional there.
I am. It's just it's bigger than I ever anticipated it to be, the moment, I mean. So this is a big one for me.
You tried last year and you didn't make it through, so this year you're here. This is your opportunity. This is it. Okay, so this is where you make the difference.
And I'm feeling good about what I'm about to give you to eat.
Tell me what you've got on the go.
So I decided to make a spicy prawn and chorizo open sandwich with peasant bread.
Very nice. Looking forward to it.
Thanks.
Please.
Today I'm gonna make something complicated like me. I'm making 2 different types of breads and 3 different types of sandwiches, baby ones, all on one plate. Obviously, because I have so many components on a plate, I'm worried that I either forget one, screw one up, burn it while I'm checking on another. It's a bit risky, but that's what I like.
I've made a focaccia before. The recipe just came flashing through my head.
Mary, take us through what you're doing now.
I am doing a herb-crusted ostrich fillet with roasted veggies on a focaccia.
Tell us how it ties into telling your story.
I've traveled the world so much, and I think some of the recipes that I've done in the show just is testament of where I've been and where I would like to go. That's me. Yeah.
It looks colorful.
Thank you so much.
And I can't wait to experience your journey through the sandwich that you're going to make.
Dancing on stage every single night is not what I want to do for the rest of my life. That's why I came to MasterChef, because I felt cooking was something that was always in the back burner.
"30 minutes down already, hour and a half left, 90 minutes left. Remember, sandwich lives and dies by its bread. You should all have finished your dough by now.
Today I'm making Moroccan ostrich fillet, seared and spiced on a rustic Moroccan roll.
Tell me a little bit more about the chili sauce. I see you've used the Noble 8 Harvest.
Yes, I've taken the Noble 8 Harvest
Yep.
and just reduced it with some of the chili flakes, almost like a sweet chili sauce.
What is this sandwich going to tell us about you?
Complicated, but it all sings the same song.
I wanted to get out of the comfort zone, do something different. It was obviously a huge challenge for me. It's my first time ever baking bread.
I thought I'd go with the olive bread because it's inspired by something I've eaten overseas as an open sandwich with thinly sliced fillet steak on top of a bed of rocket and wild mushrooms.
It was really stressful for me. I could see all the competitors had more experience baking and stuff, especially with breads.
I've actually got a white bread dough and a nutty wheat bread going on that I'm going to plait, and I'm going to make a Buddha bunny. So, you know, that's going to be like a Buddha borscht filling, but a twist with the 2 breads.
I've decided to go for a whole wheat type loaf. I'll have a mushroom duck sole stuffed in the chicken breast and then wrapped in prosciutto, and then that will be poached and then garnished with a cherry compote and some toasted cashew nuts. Hopefully I'll prevail at the end of the challenge.